All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're talking about something that takes only a few minutes to happen, but can change a city and all the people in it forever. A mega earthquake. We're going to break down what that really means, and more importantly, what we can do to prepare for it. So I want you to just pause for a second and really think about this. I'm not talking about the Hollywood movie version with big special effects. I mean, what would actually happen? Because, understanding the reality of those first few minutes and the hours that follow, well, that's the absolute first step towards survival. Okay, so first things first, what are we even talking about when we use a term like mega earthquake? It gets thrown around a lot, but the scale of what we're dealing with here it's almost impossible to wrap your head around. That's right, we're talking about a magnitude 8.0 or higher. This isn't just a bit of a shake. This is an event that unleashes the energy of several nuclear bombs all at once. It's a force that can literally tear through hundreds of miles of the Earth's crust. It's just immense. And the thing is, this isn't some theoretical what-if scenario. It has happened before, and it will happen again. Just look at San Francisco in 1906. What's fascinating there is that most of the destruction, about 80% of the city, actually came from the fires after the quake. Or think about the massive tsunami in Japan in 2011. History keeps giving us these really stark reminders of the power just waiting right under our feet. So let's imagine it. Let's talk about the immediate impact. When a megaquake hits a city, those first 5 minutes are nothing short of pure chaos. Your entire world is quite literally turned upside down. Instantly, and I mean instantly, the physical skeleton of the city just starts to fail. Buildings start to crumble, especially older ones that weren't built to modern standards. Bridges just buckle. The entire power grid goes dark. And underground, the city's lifelines, its gas and water pipes, they rupture, creating all these new invisible dangers. And at the exact same moment all of that is happening, our ability to connect, to call for help, is just severed. Roads and highways, they become death traps, totally impossible. This traps people and, crucially, stops first responders from getting to them. Cell towers go down. The internet fails. Communication is gone, right when you need it most. And then, after the violence of the shaking stops, this really eerie silence can fall over the city. All the normal sounds of life are just gone. And they're replaced by this quiet of a world that has just been completely broken. So here's something that is absolutely crucial to understand. The initial shaking, that's just the opening act. The real, drawn-out disaster, that often comes from the chain reaction that gets set off. It's a deadly, deadly domino effect. And you can see the difference right here. The ground shaking is the cause, sure, but the consequences, that's what can lead to the biggest loss of life. Those ruptured gas lines we talked about, they ignite massive fires. Hillsides become unstable and just collapse. And if you're in a coastal city, the threat of a tsunami suddenly becomes terrifyingly real. And of course, at the center of all of this is the human cost. Beyond the people killed or injured by falling debris, you have thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands, of people who are suddenly homeless. Survivors are dealing with unbelievable psychological trauma, and the very basics you need to live, clean water, food, medical care, they all become dangerously scarce, almost overnight. I know this all sounds absolutely terrifying, and it is. There's no sugarcoating it. But here's where we pivot from the problem to the solution, because there is hope. Preparedness makes an incredible difference. Truly, knowledge is power. Just look at this number, 50%. Research shows that personal and community readiness can potentially cut fatalities in half. That is a staggering figure. It means what you as an individual do before and during an earthquake matters a lot. So what do? It all comes down to 3 simple steps: drop, cover, and hold on. You drop to the ground before the earthquake does it for you. You take cover under something sturdy like a strong table or desk, and you hold on to it so it doesn't shake away from you. That simple action is your single best defense. And for after the shaking stops, that's when your go bag becomes the most important thing you own. It needs to have everything you need to survive for at least 72 hours. We're talking water, food that won't spoil, a good first aid kit, a flashlight with extra batteries, and a hand crank or battery-powered radio so you can get information when everything else is down. Okay, so let's zoom out and look at the long view. After the immediate crisis, a city has this monumental task of rebuilding. But, a disaster like this, it also presents an opportunity, a chance to rebuild smarter, stronger, and way more resilient than before. This table really lays out the two different paths a city can take. You've got the vulnerable city, right? It's got old building codes that maybe aren't enforced very well. Then you have the resilient city with modern, strictly enforced seismic codes. The vulnerable city builds in high-risk areas. The resilient one uses smart planning to avoid those dangers and even uses things like parks and wetlands to help reduce the risk of landslides and floods. And really, this is what it all comes down to. We have the science to build safer cities. The steps for being personally prepared, they're simple and clear. We know what it takes. So the final question isn't about what we should do, it's about whether we, as communities and as individuals, have the will to actually do it. So, are you ready?